All right, guys, here we go. A few people were asking for a recap of the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones, S&P 500, NASDAQ, the dollar, probably even, we might even get into the gold and silver, who knows. But anyway, the Dow Jones, one of the most watched and monitored markets in the world. As you can see, we've been in this up channel here, looking very bullish. And then here lately, really starting on, if I can key in on this, May 10th, we kind of hit an all-time high, came down, did a little consolidation here, we bounced off this lower uptrend line that's been support so far, and then we struggled to get over the previous high pivot here. As you can see, bounced up over there, finally did somewhat of a double top here, not the all-time high, but this little pivot zone here where it was sold off and closed and then rolled over. So we hit that, tagged the 20, came up back up again. So basically over the last 5 days, we've been, obviously that goes back into last week, but we've been, again, sideways consolidation zone. So one of two things. One, we're building a floor, a base, support here to yet get over this previous double top, near-term double top resistance area, and then try to go for all-time highs again. Or the market really is running out of steam, running out of buyers at this time, and just getting, I guess the another way of saying it, the buyers or the bulls are getting exhausted in this area. So we'll be watching for either continued sideways consolidation, or if that exhaustion continues, we'll just roll over. And once we drop under this long-term uptrend line, and of course this near-term support area and the 20, that's three very important factors right there. If we start trading under there and closing candles under this area, around that 34,000 area price zone, then we could see considerable push to the downside, maybe even down to the 200 here. But of course we have, I'll just use this one. We have several low pivots here that could catch us, on the way down. It's not going to be one fatal, drop to the downside. Now the S&P 500, kind of the same deal, hit all-time high, came back, retested our long-term uptrend line. We're in that same type of price channel, got back up over, for a while that 20 was resistance, got back up over it, consolidated, retested the 20 and our high pivot support zone. And then I need to bring this up a little bit. And, here we are again, like the Dow Jones, testing our all-time high, level up here again. It looks like exhaustion from the bulls as far as new money or continuation of buying is lagging now. So we're expecting, again, the push to the side, see if new buyers come in, new money. If not, then we'll roll to the downside until the market, and the market being, the institutions, the whales, the big money, they can come in here and actually move it. So it'll roll over until we find an area that they feel comfortable reinvesting in, and where that, the music stops and and they start buying in, who knows. But our first little low pivot area is down here, around that 4,000 area. Maybe this high pivot over here, 39.76. So we'll just have to see if they can't pump it from here. Then the market will roll over. That's true with any asset. If no more buyers or support come in at a certain price, it'll drop until they do get that support. Then the NASDAQ is generally one of the faster movers to the upside or downside. And right now we're just barely over this low pivot, high pivot support area here. It was resistance, as you can see through here. Then we barely closed at it, then over it yesterday. Then here we are today. Again, if we can't push up into this range, if institutions do not want to take a gamble up here in this area, then of course, like the other markets will roll over until that price area that they want to come in and support it is bought up. And then the IYR, this is the U.S. real estate ETF, just parabolic to the upside. And I don't know if we'll come up and actually hit the top of this uptrend line, but this is a massive run, well extended over the 20. Really, the last time we were into it was right here, the 20th of May, and it just exploded up. Of course, your RSI is in the overbought area, kind of hitting some double tops up here, just parabolic itself. The fast RSI, or stochastic RSI, of course, is hitting all-time highs there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how deep this will come back very soon. Because it's only so far it can run without again running out of new money coming in, taking on these all-time highs here. Let me double check that to make sure. Yeah, this was the previous all-time high. We just blew through it. It's the weekly chart, and it's definitely up there, compared to a lot of other assets, ETFs out there. It's very extended. Okay, we're back on the daily, so let's look at the dollar. Dollar was going to take off, came up at this little low pivot here that we've had on there forever, pulled that back down. Now trading, consolidating around the 20 simple moving average and our low pivot area over here, which should provide a little bit of support. But once we break that, we'll probably come down, retest this trend line of our price channel. Okay, there's yellow highlighted area. We don't really need that highlighted area. I just did that to kind of show in more detail how price will move at times, including the dollar, in these real tight channels. So yeah, if we lose the 20, in other words, close under it in this two low pivot areas, we'll come back, retest this, which will be good for metals, to be honest with you. The market, stock market and cryptos, not gold. Had to put in this bear flag, then the big slam down the same day, which makes sense, as the dollar made its big push to the upside. But that, didn't last long. So here we are bouncing off the 20 the other day, last week, in this high pivot area. That was resistance for a while. Then we finally got over it, retested it, and then here we are again. So we'll see if we can. I think we really need to trade sideways some, maybe even down some, put in a higher low. This is technically a higher low, but as big as that big slam down candle is, or was, it takes a little bit to get through all that sell volume there. Of course, when they want to do it, they can do it. As you can see down here, they can pump it. So that's what we're keeping an eye on, and see where we go from there. But great job for gold. Finally broke up and over this down trend line that was here, resistance from August of 2020, and got over a little double top there finally. And here we are after getting this bull flag coincidentally timed with, which is kind of coincidental, wink wink, that we were in a bull flag, and then they popped the dollar up, supported it real hard, and then we had the slam down. So they kind of showed their hand here, their poker hand, before they actually did it. But silver, just consolidated. We did get slammed down out of it. We were in this nice uptrend channel, hitting resistance, this double top where that red dashed line is. Great sideways consolidation. This candle took it all out, but there was enough consolidation, enough staying power here that we didn't have a continuation of a sell-off. But we'll need to, closely watch it, because we don't want to drop under this support and out of this sideways consolidation zone. That would make the price a lot weaker, and we could, come down to the next, buy zone or price discovery zone that the big money wants to pick up some silver at. And then we always look at copper because it's supposed to be an indicator of how well or how bad the economy's going. Anyway, been in this long-term uptrend channel since May of 2020, coincidentally, and over a year. I got slammed down here under the 20, consolidating right here at our previous high, and then we got rejected down, came up, couldn't get over it, got over it. So it was resistance and then support. Then we come back and tested that resistance to see if it holds now as support. And of course, the help of the long-term, about a year old uptrend line as support, it held as well. So we'll see if we do some consolidation sideways here. Either we stay in or come out of this uptrend line and then push to the upside. But being under the 20 right now is a little bit concerning, a little bit, what's going on? Because you put in a high here, a lower high, and then we'll see how this, works out. Either we'll come up, start putting in higher lows and go, because right now there was your low, low pivot, and then this is a lower low. So lower highs, lower low, we could actually put in a price channel, for example, like this. This is kind of where we are or what we're doing, at this time, with copper. And it has a big, effect on the market too, if it's, positive or negative, because a lot of people look at that as a barometer indicator of, a positive or negative economy. So yeah, we're now in a downtrend channel on, copper. All right, guys, well, hang in there. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you need anything, put it in the comments. We'll get your chart, your stock or crypto posted up. And by the way, we'll see you on the charts. Okay.